terms of like, I think those are two really great questions and also very different questions. So I guess I would start with like the private studio first, because that can also help with your college teaching studio. But for a private studio, what I would suggest is maybe do like a rule of like first lesson is free. And then, actually I kind of took a class with Dana Fontenot about kind of like building your own studio, which I thought was really interesting. And she kind of talked about how if you come up with a goal for like what you want your studio to accomplish, that can sometimes like help you sort through like who might be a better fit versus not a great fit for your studio. At the beginning when you're just like teaching privately, your instinct is like, okay, I want as many students as possible. So, which is, I think, important to just, build up the numbers and stuff. But then, as you start to get more students, start to think about, okay, what do I want the goals of this studio to be? And, some of the things she talked about was like, do I want this studio to be about, kind of like group playing, like, and for trombone, like, I think, you can think about, like when I think about the Merit School Music, like I think like their stuff is they're excellent solo players as well, but trombone choir is like something that really like sets them apart, and then the students are really excited about doing that together. I'm not like the hugest person into trombone choir, so that like probably wouldn't be authentic to me. And if I built like a studio on that, I think that like a lot of people would be disappointed. You know what I mean? So and there's nothing against trombone choir. Like I see how some students are just like really like they light up about it. So there's something there, but I don't know, for some reason it's not like my jam. Anyway, and then in terms of like building like a college studio, I actually think you can build like a little kind of a small select high school studio, and then kind of have that kind of become a feeder into the college studio. So when my studio was really small, there was like one semester where it was like six. It was like very small. I started kind of a lessons program where I was like, okay, I'm gonna accept 5 high school students, and they're all gonna be. I'll just give free lessons, because that is a thing in Louisiana. Not a lot of students want to pay for lessons because they don't really understand. Their parents don't quite understand. So I was like, well, let's just like take that barrier out of it. So, we were doing that, and then we would every once in a while, like maybe once a month, do kind of a fundamental session that was free where we would all get together to kind of try to have some community building. Even though I'm not like a huge trombone choir person, like I like doing group warm-ups together, so that's fun, you know. So I found that that was really fun, and it got a lot of people interested in the program and in ways like a deeper way than before. So that was really great. Um, and then another thing I've been doing recently is just having kind of like an accepted students like fundamental session where it's like paired with students from the studio, and then like afterward we did like a tour of the school that the students led, because actually like I don't know that much about the buildings on campus. It's a huge campus. I'd be like, we'll go see the other music school building and Mike the Tiger. I don't know. So and I found that that was really great and a great way to kind of get accepted students like excited about the next year. Yeah.